Hello guys, welcome back to part 2 of this video about prompt engineering. Well, I think we should just get started straight away. And the first point of this video we're going to talk about is iterative refinement. Now, what is iterative refinement? Iterative refinement basically is a strategy means of improving prompts based on the model's initial response and feedback. It's an ongoing process where we tweak the prompt or setting to get better results from the model. For instance, if the initial output is too generic or off-topic, we can refine the prompt to be more specific or adjust settings to focus the response. This process helps to improve the model's answer. For example, if describe the benefits of exercise gives a broad response, refine it to something maybe like describe the benefits of daily morning exercise on mental health. By gradually tweaking the prompt and observing the changes, we can get more precise and useful responses. Now, moving on to evaluation metrics. These are crucial for assessing the performance of the language model in response to our prompts. Common metric includes accuracy. Accuracy means for tasks with clear right or wrong answers, like classification or question answering. Accuracy measures how often the model's response are correct. For example, in a sentiment analysis task, accuracy is the percentage of time the model correctly identifies sentiments as positive, negative, or neutral. Moving on to relevance. This check how relevant the model's responses are to the prompts. It measures if the response stays on a topic and directly addresses the prompt. For example, if asked to summarize a scientific article, relevance measures how well the summary captures the main point. Coherence. This measures how logically consistent and readable the model's responses are. Coherent responses should make sense and flow logically. For example, a coherent explanation of photosynthesis should clearly describe each step in order. Fluency. This assesses the grammatical correctness and natural flow of the responses. Fluent responses should be free of grammatical errors and awkward phrasing, making them easy to read. For example, a fluent description of your favorite book should be well written with proper grammar and natural sentence structures. Using evaluation metrics like accuracy, relevance, coherence, and fluency helps us see how well language models respond to prompts. Accuracy checks if the responses are correct. Relevance check if they match what the prompt asks. For coherence, it checks if the responses make sense logically, and fluency checks if they sound natural. By looking at these metrics, we learn about the model's strengths and weaknesses. We then make data-driven adjustments by refining prompts and tweaking model settings. For instance, if the model struggles with coherence, we can give clearer instructions in the prompts or adjust settings like temperature. This iterative process helps the model improve over time. It learns to give more relevant, logical, and natural responses. This improvement makes the model better at tasks like customer service or education, where accurate and understandable answers are important. Now, moving on to ethical consideration. Sorry, my bad. Bias awareness. Now, we are talking about bias awareness in language models. These models can accidentally keep biasness that are in the data they learn from. Biasness can be about things like gender, race, or culture. When we create prompts for these models, this is really important to think about how biasness in the prompt might affect what the model says. For example, a prompt that leans toward certain groups or stereotypes could make the model say biased or unfair things. To reduce biases, it's crucial to design prompts and choose data carefully. If the training data includes a variety of perspectives and is unbiased, we can lessen the chance of biased results from the model. Knowing about potential biases can help us create prompts that are fair and balanced. Now, moving on to fairness and inclusivity. Now, let's talk about fairness and inclusivity in how we design prompts. Language models should be fair by treating everyone equally, no matter who they are. This means that we should avoid prompts that repeat stereotypes or say unfair things. Instead, our prompts should create responses that respect and include everyone's different point of view. By focusing on fairness and inclusivity when creating prompts, we helped AI-generated content better reflect and honor the many different human experiences. This not only improves the quality of what the AI produces, but also makes AI development and use more welcoming and inclusive. Now, moving on to transparency. Finally, let's talk about transparency in how the prompts are made and what AI models can do. Transparency means making sure users know the limits and possible biases of AI-generated answers. It is important for users to understand how language models work and what affects the answer they get. Advocating for transparency means telling users about the data used to train the model, the algorithm it uses, and any biases it might have. This helps users understand and use the model's answers responsibly. Now, I think we've discussed enough. Now, let me give you a few examples for you to try. So, here are the given tasks below. I won't say anything about them. You can look at them yourself and just do them on your own. For each of these tasks, I'll show them for about 10 seconds. If you want to do them, you can just pause the video, do finish, and the example of the answers will also be below. Okay, now that you have done all this, these combined exercises will help you practice multiple skills in prompt engineering and understand how different aspects work together to improve model performance. Now, this is the end of my prompt engineering series, or should I say the 2 videos. Alright, so if any of you, for example, liked the video, please considering subscribing and liking this video. Subscribing to my channel and liking this video. Also, if you want to see part 1, I will probably put the video at this corner of this video or something if you're interested to find out about what I said in the previous video. Okay, thank you and goodbye.